We are in section 4, the information and technology dimension for the service request management practice. In the exam of the 20 questions, there will be 3 questions from this topic. This would be a mix of understanding and application type of questions. The tool questions, if any, would be the understanding type, and the automation recommendation questions would be of the application type. And therefore, as part of the exam syllabus, we're going to look at some tools that may be applied in this practice or used, and the certain recommendations that may be applied, particularly for automation. This is some general information about automation. This practice of service request management can significantly benefit from automation, and we will see how that happens. Automation in ITIL means the use of digital technology to enable, support, or enhance various activities. And it could be full automation, but it can also be use of technology solutions where the human intervention may or may not be fully needed. The solutions that are applicable for this practice are as follows. And these are called the automation tools. We have the workflow management and collaboration tools. Then we have the monitoring and event management tools. Then we have the publishing tools, social media, analysis and reporting tools, and lastly, work planning and prioritization tools. The workflow management and collaboration, note carefully, it has 2 parts in it. 1, workflow, 2, collaboration. So it not only allows to collaborate among team members for this practice, but also allows to run the processes, meaning the activities, workflow of the processes of this practice. Therefore, we can see the application is explained here in the right column. Firstly, handling of service requests from initiation to fulfillment and review. So it's like a ticket kind of tool where a service request may be logged with a specific category and tracked, fulfilled, and closed, etc. But apart from that, this tool also allows to design, communicate, apply, and control the service request models. And that is interesting because it means that the service request model can be designed using this tool. And that means that the tool can be set up with certain parameters for every type of service request model. So if it's a software service request, then it may have certain fields to be filled in that will allow to set up the service request model for that. And once a request for software comes in, then once that category is selected, the tool automatically will take the practitioner through those steps applicable for that specific request model. Let me show you in the real world some tools that can be used, some screenshots rather. So usually the screens will look like this in such tools, whatever those tools are. There are several in the market. This is actually from the Jira or Jira Service Management from Atlassian. And then we can also see just another view. So you could see in the same tool, different views and status as well. And then you can also have multiple tabs, and one of the tabs is service request. This is a different tool, like Siebel for business. And then we have this is more on the Windows systems. On Windows Server, you can see this kind of software running and showing you the request that have been logged and in progress. Then we go to the next one, that is a monitoring and event management tools. These support 2 things. These support the request model execution and control, and support ad hoc request fulfillment. Support means they are on the side. So for example, when a request has been fulfilled, the monitoring and event management systems or tools can indicate whether the request was really fulfilled based on certain alerts appearing about changes to configuration based on the request fulfillment. And similarly, ad hoc request fulfillment support means when there have been requests fulfilled for the exception type of request categories, then also the monitoring system can indicate certain messages or alerts to the practitioners that the configuration has been changed, or there's some other new message that can be made available to the practitioner that a specific request has been fulfilled. So for example, if a software license was installed, then an event alert could come up that a certain license is active. or has been activated. Then we have publishing tools and social media. These have similar purposes. Both of them allow to communicate the new service request models once they have been developed, or even to communicate request models that have been improved based on periodic reviews or specific events. Now, you see the same communication aspect in the workflow and collaboration also. You see here the second point, design, communication, application and control of service request model. So the communication aspect is common to the workflow and collaboration tools, publishing tools, and social media. Then we have analysis and reporting tools. This is mainly for the practice measurement and reporting. This can allow to define certain metrics and publish regular reports or dashboards. And there are also some analysis being done by the tool itself, and some manual analysis could be added as well. The tool may or may not be able to do completely automated analysis, but it can provide a platform to at least write the documentation for the analysis in a specific format or a template. Then we have the last one, work planning and prioritization tools. Note this one carefully. This is for planning and tracking of improvement initiatives. Now, I mentioned note this carefully because the previous one was a reporting tool. So one might imagine that the reporting tool can also track improvements, but that's not the case. We have this work planning and prioritization that not only allows to plan the practice activities, but also track the progress of improvement activities. So just watch out for that subtle difference between the reporting tool and the prioritization tools.